my name is Kat, and today I want to talk about the exciting new book releases of October. Let's just jump right in and get started with the 5 books of October that I personally am most looking forward to. First up, I have here Magnus Chase and the Hammer of Thor by Rick Riordan, and this one just came out on October 4th. And this is actually the Booksplosion Book of the Month pick for October. We're being sponsored by Disney Hyperion this month, which is especially exciting because Rick Riordan is one of my favorite authors of all time, and I was already looking forward to this book. If you want to know more about the read-along or the live show, I will put all of those details down in the description. This is the second installment in the Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard series, which is Rick Riordan's series that tackles Norse mythology. I'm currently reading the first book, and it's super funny and fun, and the Norse mythology is so interesting. I don't know a ton about Norse mythology, so I feel like I'm learning a lot, but I will say that every time Loki or Thor is mentioned, I do find myself fangirling a little bit. And this book is The Hammer of Thor, so I feel like we're gonna get a lot more Thor, and I'm here for it. Bring on the Thor. New life motto. Next up, I have here Something in Between by Melissa De La Cruz, and this one also just came out on October 4th. This is a contemporary novel about a teenage girl named Jasmine who is cheer captain, she's an honor student, she's on track to get a full scholarship to college, but then everything kind of goes off the rails when her Filipino parents reveal to her that their visas actually expired years ago, and they're in the States illegally. So not only is she faced with losing everything she's worked so hard to accomplish, but her family is facing the very real threat of being deported. There's also a bit of a developing romance between Jasmine and this boy whose father just so happens to be a senator that's trying to shut down a bill that would actually help immigrants like her parents. So there's quite a bit of conflict in Jasmine's life right now. I'm especially looking forward to this one because I feel like it's such an important and relevant topic. Also, Melissa De La Cruz is an immigrant herself who was born in the Philippines, so I'm especially interested to see her take on the subject. Next up is Holding Up the Universe by Jennifer Niven, and this one also came out on October 4th. This is another contemporary novel, and there are 2 main characters. First is Libby, who became very overweight when she turned to food to help her cope with her mother's death. And then there's Jack, who is unable to recognize people's faces. He doesn't even recognize his own brothers when he sees them. When Libby and Jack first meet, they do not get along, but as they spend more time together, they realize that they connect more than they would have thought. There are plenty of contemporary books about a boy and a girl who are dealing with their own stuff, and they meet and they fall in love, but what's interesting to me about this particular book is the details of their personal struggles. Like, they're things that I haven't really seen a lot before in young adult books. Also, I've been meaning to read some Jennifer Niven. Like, I keep hearing great things about her books, and people keep recommending them to me, so I need to check them out. Next up, I have here The Midnight Star by Marie Lu, which is out on October 11th. And this is the 3rd and final book in the Young Elites trilogy. Because this is the 3rd book, I can't really get into the synopsis because of spoilers, and also because I myself have not yet read book 2. But I really enjoyed book 1. It's a fantasy set in this Renaissance-like world, and it's very dark, which I love. So I'm very excited to marathon the rest of the trilogy once it's complete. And finally, I have here Gemina by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, and this is going to be out on October 18th. This is the 2nd book in the Illuminate trilogy, and it's going to be the Booksplosion Book of the Month for November. We read Illuminate for Booksplosion last year, and we all loved it, so we're super excited to be working with Random House again on this sequel. Not only is the format of these books so cool and interesting, but even if you take the format away, the story by itself is still awesome and epic. With this book, the effects of book 1 are still evident in the world, but we're actually following 2 new characters. I loved Katie and Ezra in Illuminate, so these new characters have a lot to live up to. But if the world and the story maintains the same level of awesomeness, I'm going to love this book. I have high expectations, but I'm pretty sure they will be met. Again, you can check out the description down below for all of the read-along details. So there you have it. Those are the book releases of October that I am most looking forward to. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments down below if you're excited for any of these books, or if there's an October release that you're like dying for that I didn't mention. Let me know. But that is it for this video today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great night, and I will have another video up soon, so I will see you then. Goodbye!